you are here. Again, my name is Al Murray, and I consider it a plum-pleasing pleasure to be before you this evening. Someone, again, thought very highly of you to invite you here, and I'm excited to share this information with you. So just to let you know how this is going to flow, we're going to watch a quick video, then we'll come back to a PowerPoint, and then you'll hear from some of the leaders on this team, and then we'll open up for any questions that you can have. So any questions that you have, you may go ahead and type those in the chat, and we'll come back to those at the close of the presentation. Hopefully, I'll be able to answer any questions that you might have in your head at the moment during the presentation. So we're super excited to have you here. So let's just go ahead and get things queued up. But before I do, as I always do, I like to pay homage and give thanks to our awesome leadership that we have here. Mr. Todd Best, an International Network Marketing Hall of Famer. Mr. Mike Dalco, just a tremendous leader. Dr. Sergio Razel, Rodney Roach, Tony Dublin, Kevin Robinson, just so many folks to talk about and to give credit to. You know, Steve Coates, Lewis Young, Angie Gold, Sterling Russell, James Marshall, Earl Dixon, and just others. I mean, just so many folks to give credit to. So just so that I don't miss anybody, I will stop there. We have a tremendous amount of leaders on this team and that are part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. So let me go ahead and cue up this very first video, and we'll get moving from there.
First Financial Perpetual Mobile will blow your mind. The Karatcoin Bank in Miami has already now 100 million US dollar share capable. By buying or selling and trading the KBC coin, you increase the price of it. Every time the price of KBC coin increases, we have to buy gold to back up the value of KBC. The bank will have profit from the fees that it will take from buying and selling gold. Every time the bank has profit, there will be release of new gold. The value of KBC coin will increase, so more people will buy it to sell it for more price to get profit from it. When the price of KBC coin increases, the KBC coin will need more gold to back up. So, the profit of owner of KBC coin is a result of increased profit of the bank itself. This is a new universe. But we go further. We offer a next coin, our Karatcoin Bank Coin, the KCB. We are going to offer 50 billion coins within 12 months, and we are implementing it in the Big Karat system, where the time KCB coin increases its value. The value of KCB coin will be increased and vice versa. And even more, our own exchange systems, ATMs all around the world, use of different credit cards, new technologies, bank accounts. All these means fees that will flow into the Karatcoin Bank. Don't forget, more fees, it means more profits for the bank. More profit for the bank. More gold. More gold, increase the value of the coins. Increased value, more fees. More fees, more gold. It will never stop. To make your crypto payments even easier, we went further. A new blockchain smartphone from the best blockchain developers all over the world will allow you to make all secure crypto payments that you need. This is a real financial revolution. Be a part of it. Don't wait and hesitate too long. With each second, our coins are increasing their value more and more. Visit our website for further information, www.karatcoinbank.io.
Great. Just super excited every time I see that video. Just an awesome example of our ecosystem. So I certainly am appreciative again of you all being here. My name is Al Murray, and you just saw what we believe is the greatest thing to hit the planet of the earth. And we're super excited about it. Our ecosystem, you may have to change a little bit of your mindset about a few things there. Understand that when they talk about fees, they're talking about profit to the company, which correlates to profit to our coins, our cryptocurrencies, and profit to us as well, as we know that we are in position to receive residual incomes from the fees that are earned through our ecosystem. That's our coins, that's our bank, that's our very own exchange, cryptocurrency exchange that'll be opening up on November 1st. There's so many things to talk about, folks. Myself, Crypto Steve, and Lewis Young were just getting back from Miami, where we had a chance to sit down and meet with the owner of the company, the marketing director of the company, all of the plethora of leaders, and just super excited about the information that's coming out. We saw the very first the prototype for our ATM machine that will allow folks to transfer cash, US, whatever currency that your land holds, to cryptocurrencies, back to KCB as well as KBC and gold. It's just so much to really just talk about there. But here's the thing, folks. We're part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. We are the largest group of gold savers in the world. As part of our wealth building system, we teach that you must first pay yourself. And in paying yourself, what we believe is that you should pay yourself in an instrument that will beat some of these things that we're going to talk about later on. In particular, number 5, it should be able to beat inflation. Also, we teach you that you got to create residual income. You've got to solve the taxation issue. And we believe that you can do that by opening up and starting a business. We'll talk a little bit about that. But you've got to create leverage, folks. You've got to get other people or money, if not both, working on your behalf to create income and get things like dollars working for you, folks. It's the ultimate thing that most business folks and folks in the like appreciate is leverage. Next and finally, but definitely not the last thing, is inflation. Inflation is that silent killer that takes our money, takes the value away, the purchasing power away from our money. Folks, you've got to understand it, that when you can help and work on these 5 areas within your own life frame, folks, you're working on a situation that'll help you start to not only accumulate wealth, but be able to protect your wealth as well. So that's what we're all about. But let me just read this quick disclaimer to you before we actually get into the crux of this presentation. We're here today to share information only that has been helpful to others. We want to share the facts in a manner that would allow you to make an independent decision of your own. All calculations are for illustration purposes only and do not represent actual earnings. A good rule of thumb is never spend money that will hurt you to lose. So with that, folks, you just saw our ecosystem. And within our ecosystem, you heard them talk about the very first, one of the first blockchain phones to come out, folks. That is our partnership with Sony. And we're super excited about that. That phone is going to be a voice activated phone using voice over blockchain. New technology, folks, that is being introduced to the world. And we're elated about it. Because here's the thing, regardless of what your level of knowledge is about cryptocurrencies, understand that here, just on this slide alone, you can see that the Congress and what the House of Representatives is saying is that cryptocurrencies and digital currencies are the future of money. And that's huge, because you may not have a large understanding. Most of the world doesn't, because this is relatively a new phenomenon that's taken over the world. Understand, there was one point in time when folks wrote checks in the stores. We wrote checks. Nobody uses checks anymore, okay? Hardly anyone. We still use checks in this household, but we're talking about a lady that's, 70 some odd years old, okay? But here's the thing, folks. Money is changing. It costs money to create paper money. It costs to do that. And the funny thing is, the paper itself is worth absolutely nothing but what we allow it to be worth. So so we definitely want you to know that cryptocurrencies are on the move. We want you to hold in your head that thought of future of money, because we're going to come back to that in a moment. Now, here's something that really lets me know that we're on the right track, folks. When you talk about an ecosystem, okay, here you see that the New York Stock Exchange, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, wants to team up with Microsoft and Starbucks to build an ecosystem for crypto. Now, what's crazy about this is, years ago, you wouldn't have heard anybody associated with any stock. I mean, just as little as last year, you wouldn't have heard anybody associated with a bank, anybody associated with stocks. or what have you, talking about the value and the merit of cryptocurrencies. But in the background, what they were doing is solidifying their patents to solidify their spot within the crypto world. But you see here, folks, this is third-party validation that we are on the right track. Not only are we on the right track, but we are leading the trend because they're following behind us. But the only thing, and the big difference here is, see, their system is not backed by anything. Their ecosystem, our ecosystem, is backed by 999.9 24-karat gold, folks, and there's a reason for that, and we're so excited about it. But you're starting to hear a lot of talk about cryptocurrencies. So I just want to back up a little bit and just tell you a little bit about our first coin, the KBC coin. This coin was introduced in February as an ICO, an initial coin offering, folks, and it very fastly became the hottest and most productive cryptocurrency ICO in the history of the world. This coin produced over $100 million, folks, which is phenomenal. Sold over 12 billion coins in 4 months. So I'm telling you, folks, we're super excited about this. Why? Because it's the very first coin backed by physical gold. Now, there's some coins backed out by EFTs, and now that folks know that it's not actual gold and they won't actually be able to touch or own or be in possession of physical gold, the price of that particular cryptocurrency has dwindled. You know, now that folks realize that there's a company out here that has a coin that is backed in physical gold. So don't underestimate that. Understand what it is. Now, here's the great part of what's happening. Our coin has been valuated, okay? And what that means is that it has value, and the auditor has looked at our coin, and back in April, you know, they put a price point of $1.32 on it. That was based upon 120 kilos of gold being deposited and backing this coin up. Now, I love the fact that this company under promises and over delivers. They make a habit of that. And while they told you that they were going to put 120 in here prior to the fact, what they actually did was put 135 kilos in the safe in Hong Kong, folks, on September 4th. And what that did was it caused an influx in the price of our cryptocurrency. The KBC actually went skyrocketed 2 to 3, 4 times the price that it was going at prior to this deposit. Now the great thing that we just found out, you know, in Miami is that there's another 500 kilos coming and then 70 kilos to follow that. So folks, we're in a good place right now, and I'm just totally excited about what's happening with this company. But I'm really blown away when I go back and I see what the accountant said. Now, I know that this is hard to read, but it says the accountant therefore determined the KBC token at $1.32 and confirms the content, that's the gold backing, and the future price of $10.68. Now, folks ask me when I read this, and I share this with folks all the time, well, when is it going to hit $10.68? And all I can tell them is, I don't know. It says future, okay? But what I do know, well, I'm going to hold that because we're going to get to that in just a couple of slides, okay? But understand, you won't see a valuation on any other coin because coins, these cryptocurrencies are not backed by anything, folks. But this coin is backed by physical gold. That's why you can get an evaluation done on the coin, and it's exciting. Now, why is blockchain so exciting? Why are people looking at getting involved with cryptocurrencies and putting phones and contracts and things of the like on blockchain? Why? Is because it's so secure. When something goes on a blockchain, it's not just written on a ledger or on one computer or in one set of books. It's entered on a network of computers. So to change something, you have to change it on every single computer on that network, which is virtually impossible. So here's one place where you can check and find out what's going on the blockchain. You can go to etherscan.io. You can put the ticker letters of any cryptocurrency that you know of right here, press go, and it'll tell you about the coin. So when I did so, you can see 12 billion coins. This coin, during our ICO phase, went out to almost 24,000 different addresses and then was transferred to another almost 90,000. You can see here, folks, that on a typical page, there were almost 3,600 pages, 50 transactions on a page. But what is so exciting and revealing about this information is you can see the frequency of what's happening with a particular coin, and you can see the quantities that are moving from wallet to wallet. Okay. Now, on this particular day, this day was about April 21st, when the owner of this company was in Dubai talking to folks and investors about the merit of this gold-backed coin, folks. And you can just see what happened. I mean, there were pages of transactions that particular day, and in lieu of time, I just took this one. You can see 1.2 million coins, 200,000, 74,000 coins, 220,000 coins. I mean, just millions of coins just on this one page that were represented and that were invested in on this particular day. Now, why do I show you this? I show you this because not as a way to impress you, but more so to impress upon you that this is not something that only a few people know about, that people in very high places are investing in these coins heavily. All right. So understand, it's not just about you. It's not just about me. But this was some exciting information that we found out when we were in Miami, folks. And what this is our owner, Mr. Harold Seitz of this company, he declared the 4th of July as Gold Independence Day. As you know, our bank that opened up in Miami is on the 4th of July. That's a special day. So now the Gold Independence Day is the 4th of July for 2019, folks. What's going to happen is this company is going to allow you, if you choose to, at that time, you can trade in 100 KBC for 1 gram of gold. Let me say that again, 100 KBC for 1 gram of gold. Now understand, there's only a few places where you can get KBC now. Okay, you have to go to the exchange to buy it, or you can buy, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, you can buy a multi-pack or a combo pack from this company that'll have not only the KBC in it that you will get as a bonus, free tokens based upon the package that you acquire, but you'll also get the next coin that we're going to talk about, the KCB. All right. So we're excited about this because what this does is it actually starts to bring to light what the company said that it was going to do in its white papers. What the company said was that you would be able to trade these coins in for physical gold. And now you have the first date when you'll be able to do that. And that's huge because understand this, folks, many of us acquired this coin for less than a penny. So you're talking about acquiring a gram of gold, which is about $47 US, for about $1. Now it's about 2 cents on the exchange or what have you. But this right here, as this gets out, this is designed to drive the price of the market. Now, I'm not going to give you a lesson in cryptocurrencies tonight, but you may learn something if you stick and listen closely, okay? But understand, this is designed to drive the market. If this works the way it's supposed to, or when this works the way it's supposed to, you're not going to trade anything back into this company because this is going to drive the price of the coin. It's designed to drive the price of the coin beyond this rate. That's what's so exciting about what's going on. Okay, understand, people pay $6,500 for a Bitcoin, not because it's backed by anything, because it's not backed by a dime. If that coin goes to zero, you've lost everything that you have invested in it. But this coin is going to be so powerful because if this coin was to go to zero, guess what? You still could get a gram of gold for 100 coins. Wow. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying here today, but I can't just stay on that all day long because it's just so much to talk about. Our new coin, the KCB coin, understand that this coin is going to manipulate everything that goes on within our ecosystem at this particular point in time, folks. And we're excited about it because this coin is issued by the bank. Okay, now we've got a location down in Miami, but understand this company has put together a contract that has a network of over 20,000 banks to start out with right now, that you'll be able to walk into and physically open up accounts, do transactions in cash, cryptocurrencies, or gold, which is huge. All right, understand that this coin right now being issued by the bank is in Miami. Okay, that's the physical address of the bank is in Miami. All right, it's licensed. But here's what's so important that I like about this coin and this bank. It has 100 million capital share. $100 million, folks, in capital. And having that capital, it also owns a bank, not a bank, but a gold mine. Yeah, a bank of gold residing within this gold mine, folks. The company is debt free. It acquired a mine for over $900 million. And for what I'm told, the excavation of just the gold alone, because there's gold, silver, and bronze, oh, I'm sorry, copper within that mine. Okay, but just to excavate the gold alone is worth over $3.5 billion, which is huge. So understand, the bank is issuing this KCB coin. All right, the KCB, understand, this is the coin now that is the focal point of what's going on. But everything that happens from the bank actually works to drive up the price of the KBC coin. So these two coins work together. They work together. Will be working together when both of them are out and working. Next year, they'll be put on what's called a dynamic dual-layered blockchain, folks. And it's this company's very own blockchain. It's something that's never, ever been done before. So you're hearing a lot of firsts, folks. You may have heard about a crypto phone, but you don't know where to get it. You don't know, it's not out for you to actually purchase. You don't know who's producing it. I'm telling you, folks, we've got cryptocurrency backed by gold. You've never heard about that physical gold before. You've never heard about a cryptocurrency bank before. Just so many firsts. That's why we are so excited about what's going on here. And here is the real thing, folks. This is the crux of the matter, is everything that's happening with this coin. You can participate if you get involved the proper way. Everything. Okay? So now we're going to move forward. Karatbars International. That's the name of our company. Founded in Stuttgart, Germany in 2011. We internationally ship to more than 120 countries. Now understand, this is changing as we go. We found out some information down in Miami that we're going to be opening up in Japan, Korea, Brazil, just many other countries, folks. Right now, we're already representing two-thirds of the world's population, okay? Really more than that, because most of the folks are within the areas in which we service already, okay? But we're going into the rest of the world as well. And we're just super excited about that, because understand, when you decide to partner in business with this company, you're not limited in territory or scope to the city or state that you reside in. There are no territorial restrictions. You have the whole world as your playing field. And that, to me, is exciting, and it represents opportunity. Now, we specialize. What do? We specialize in the production and sales of high quality products in small, friendly transactional weights. What that means, as I stumbled over the words, what that really means is that we know that an ounce of gold costs about $1,200. So the average person, they can't go out, isn't willing to go and take $1,200 and buy gold or exchange their currency for gold. But when you're working within a system where you can acquire it in small units, now it's affordable. Okay, now you can invest, or you can exchange, or you can sell some of that useless currency that isn't backed by anything for something real and tangible like these right here. Okay, it's an exciting thing, folks, when you start acquiring something that only 1% of the world actually has. And when you find out that billionaires all over the world today are exchanging their currency for gold all over the place right now. So understand, we need to start doing what some of these folks in the know are doing. We need to start doing what the banks are doing. When you make your deposits, the banks aren't keeping your money in cash. They're investing in gold. Okay, banks are investing in gold at a 3-year high. Okay, right now, and man, it's just phenomenal. Okay, let me just keep moving on. Harold Sykes, he's our visionary. He's our founder. He is the CEO of this company. They call him the King of Gold. He's a senator, a European senator of economic and foreign relations development, economic development. He also is an author. I told you we would come back to this right here, The Future of Money, okay? He's the author of the book, The Future of Money, all right? So now, I just want to check and make sure I'm not muted out. This is what I wrap my head around the most, folks. Okay, we're talking about a debt-free company. We're talking about um, obviously a gentleman that's debt-free. Um, we work for companies that are heavily in debt. We live in a country that is heavily in debt, and we work for states that are heavily in debt. But this is the mission of this gentleman here, and let me just read it for you. He says, "My mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point." That's important, at a price point that everyone can afford. My goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. From the current system of debt, folks. And, that I can wrap my head around. Now, what do, folks? We actually help people save in gold. Here's the thing. Many people don't know how and where to buy gold, how to exchange their currency from a fiat currency like USD, the US dollar, or a euro, or what have you, into a tangible asset, real currency or money, gold. 24 karat 999.9 pure gold. This is debt. This is countries solidify and pay their debts with this quality of gold, folks. So this is what we're talking about. Now, why should you save in gold? Why? Because there's security in gold. Understand this. If you just took $300 a month over a 20-year period, you would have saved you would have saved about $72,000. Okay. You save that money in your savings account. Yes, you would accrue some interest, a fraction of interest, a fraction of a percent of interest for every dollar that you have in that account. You also will pay taxes on that interest. But here's the thing, that money gets eaten on more and more the longer that it sits in any account, folks. So when you look at that $72,000 today, you hold it, you can have it, you see it in your account, but you may or may not actually realize that you have lost $16,000 in purchasing power, because now the purchasing power of that $72,000 is now only $56,000, folks. That's due to saving and declining paper money. It's called inflation, folks. It's killed countries like Venezuela, Iran, okay, Zimbabwe, just so many countries right now whose money is worth nothing. I'm just trying to think. We were looking at the value of Nigeria's money about a day or so ago, Crypto Steve, Lou, and myself, and we were just, taken aback by how much $1 could get of their money. But here's the thing, folks. Take that same $300, save it and invest it in gold. Save it in gold. Exchange it over and start acquiring a tangible asset. Okay. I love it what Robert Kiyosaki says when he talks about the income statement of households and people in America today. We are heavily latent in liabilities, but when you look at the asset section, it's starving. Okay, so we need to start acquiring assets, and this is what this allows you to do. So now you have exchanged $72,000 worth of regular currency, USD, for now a better currency in gold, an asset, and that $72,000 over 20-year period now has a purchasing power of $236,000, folks. That there is a $64,000 profit due to saving a tangible asset. The asset is gold. That's a difference of $180,000. Now, just understand this, folks, because many of us, I know we've been convinced that we have to have a 401k, we have to have a thrift savings plan. We need to have these IRAs. Well, yeah, you got to start saving for your retirement, but you also need to make sure that you're diversified. Okay, so we're not telling you to take everything and save it in gold, but you definitely need to be transferring some of that paper money into something tangible and real. Okay, we call it an asset. So all of these different accounts that you're saving money in, folks, they are hit and subject to inflation. Understand it. So as you start to realize this, what side would you rather be on, the cash side or the gold side? Okay. Now, since the Great Depression, 1932, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power, while gold has risen 6,200%. To me, I like gold, and I'm gonna continue to show you why. Alan Greenspan, the Federal Reserve Chairman, former, he said this: in the absence of the gold standard, there is no way to protect savings from confiscation through inflation. There is no safe store of value. So let's talk about what a safe store of value is. A safe store of value is gold. It's defined as an asset that can be saved, retrieved, exchanged, and be predictably useful in the future by retaining purchasing power. So this is what we normally do. We stack our money in the bank and we hope that it does this that is being said. But here's the problem. When we do that, it's not predictably useful in the future by retaining its purchasing power. We just shared with you how you lose money to inflation. As the governments of the world continue to print more and more money, you lose value in your money. Robert Kiyosaki said it best. He said, why would you save something that governments just print every day for free? Safe store of value. 1950, you could get a Ford pickup truck for about $1,100 or 30 ounces of 24 karat gold. 2017, Ford pickup truck, about $42,000 or the same 30 ounces of 24 karat gold. Again, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the money, the declining currencies, okay? Or would you rather have the gold that is holding its value, folks? Now, a lot of interesting things happened in 1971 pertaining to our money. So when President Nixon temporarily suspended the gold standard on our money, folks. And yes, he temporarily suspended it. And I'll show you a slide a little bit later that shows you what experts are predicting will happen to our money if gold is again made the standard, okay, and the safe store of value for our money. But in 1971, you could take $1 and acquire a gram of gold. Okay, 1 gram of LBMA certified gold. That $1 would get you 4 loaves of bread, while that 1 gram of gold would get you 5 loaves. Okay, now that's about the same. But today, that gram of gold would get you 20 loaves of bread, while that dollar would only get you about 2 slices of bread that's barely enough to make a sandwich with. I ask you again, would you rather own gold or would you rather own that US dollar that we work so hard for every single day? Getting back to 1971. 1971, you could take $1,000. $1,000 saved would have accumulated, and you could take that $1,000 and get 24.6 ounces of gold. Today, that $1,000 that you would have saved from 1971 would only have $165 worth of purchasing power, while those 24.6 ounces of gold will be worth over $32,000, folks. Now, I ask you this. Are you going to make the same mistake that your parents made or your grandparents? Because I'm telling you now, I'm wishing my parents had just took some fraction of the monies that they brought at home every 2 weeks with their paychecks and invested it in gold when they could have got a gram for $1. Okay, understand that if gold goes to as high as $10,000 an ounce, what they're predicting, if we have to go back on the gold standard, the world goes back on the gold standard, that gold will go from $1,200 an ounce to over $10,000 an ounce, folks. Can you imagine if only 1% of the population owns gold now? What percentage is going to own it then? Could this be why banks are starting to acquire gold, countries are acquiring gold, and the rich are exchanging their assets, other so-called assets or monies into gold, folks? Could this be the reason? Understand, I'm just excited just to know that I'm in the right place where I can start acquiring gold and really having something of tangible value that I can pass on to my generation, to my generations to come, folks. Now, let's just talk just a little bit about inflation and its effect on hourly rates. In fact, in real terms, the average hourly earnings peaked more than 45 years ago. The $4.03 an hour rate recorded in January 1973 has the same purchasing power that $23.68 would today. Americans' paychecks are bigger than 40 years ago, but their purchasing power has hardly budged. 1964, $2.50 had the same value as $22.65 cents, folks. That's about $40,000. You could live, a person in 1964 could live on $2.50 an hour, like a person today would on $40,000. $5 an hour for a family of two, the same as a family of two earning $80,000 a year. That's crazy. Now, we talked about countries. Listen, Russia, what are they doing with the US dollars and US debt? Remember, that dollar that you spend all day, every day working for, okay, most of your day, Monday through Friday working for, it's a debt instrument. It's a debt note. And this is what Russia and other countries used to do. As of December 2017, Russia had over $1.2 billion of US Treasury notes. Okay, that's our debt. That's the debt that we pay. We pay that debt in the form of principal and interest to the Federal Reserve, and they pay it out to these countries that that have bought our debt. But look what Russia had did in May. They decreased that amount to about $14 billion, less than $15 billion. Now, what are they doing with this difference? Here's what Putin is doing with it. He's buying gold, okay? Not only Putin, but you're talking about China, you're talking about Turkey, you're talking about Germany, all of these countries. Countries are starting to repatriate their gold from the U.S. The U.S. has been storing other countries' gold. But now that something is about to happen, these countries are saying, send me my gold back. I want to keep my gold over here, okay, in my country now. Now, let's take a look at your investments. Let's take a look at your retirement plan and how it's been faring against gold over the years, okay? So listen, this red mark right here is the S&P. This green line right here is the S&P. That's including dividends, okay? And this is gold, 2-to-1, just crushing your retirement plans, our retirement plans, okay? It's a great thing. Now listen, this is what happened. I love third-party documentation because I don't want you to take Al Murray's word for it in no way, shape, or form, okay? I do not want you to take my word for it, but third party, okay? Gold gains as stocks sell off. When things get bad, people turn to gold. That's what this whole article was about. Now, return to gold standard. Why? Prices would hit $10,000 an ounce, folks, okay? If under the worst case scenarios, the solution was to return to the gold standard of the Nixon years, the price of bullion, that's gold, would be worth 10,000 plus 6 times the current price. Now, this article was in 2011 when gold was around at its highest prices, you know. So understand, folks, we're talking about something real. We're talking about your money. We're talking about your future. We're talking about the legacy that you're leaving for your bloodline to come behind you, okay? Now, Karatbars, we offer gold in 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram increments. Remember, this is 999.9 pure LBMA certified in accredited refineries, folks. That's who is certifying our gold, the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association. They also set the price for gold, which is called the London Fix. All right. Now, let's move forward. And I just really like to talk about this a little bit because it just shows the value of what's happening here at Wealth Builders Worldwide and our system, those 5 things that we talked about. After 12 months of consistent gold savings, you can be rewarded with a loyalty bonus savings, okay? What that simply is you buy a gram of gold, and because we use this in our business, and I'm advertising it now, I'm showing it, I'm using it in my business, it's an advertising expense for me, so I write it off appropriately, and I still own the asset, all right? So now I do this for 12 months, and now the company will I'll purchase one, I'll write it off, I'll own it, and the company will give me not only just one, but the more and more folks that I help to do the same thing, I can earn up to 25 free grams every single month. That's why so many of us are excited about this program, because I'm acquiring gold through no expense out of my household. That can't be done anywhere else on the planet other than right here with Karatbars International. I don't know another place where you can do that. If you know of one, let me know. So understand, folks, this is where we are right now. I know you're thinking, wow, you know, this sounds great. I want to do some research. But here's what you should do. You should research the London Bullion Market Association and find out who their good delivery refineries are, because these are the people that package our gold. The LBMA, they set the standards for gold from the time that it's mined to the time that it touches somebody's hands or gets stored somewhere in a safe. They set the standards for every aspect of gold, okay, including the pricing, as I talked about a little bit earlier. Now, somebody asked me before, they said, is this a pyramid? I said, absolutely not. Pyramids are illegal. We're doing business in over 100 different countries around the world, 120. And for what I understand, it's more like 130, and there are only about 180 countries around the world, period. We're fully licensed. We're proper. Folks, you can't get licenses for pyramids, all right? Now, the next thing that I love about our company is the fact that we work with FedEx, okay? FedEx, we are actually FedEx's largest client. We are delivering more of these things right here to households around the world than any other company is delivering their product. We're delivering so much, we're doing so much business with FedEx. Guess what? They've opened up an office within our office in Stuttgart, Germany. That's how much business. They have an office within our office in Stuttgart, Germany, okay? But next, I mean, you need third-party validation, folks. How about MasterCard? Okay, don't you have to apply? Doesn't MasterCard normally check your credit card, check your credit in order to get a MasterCard or what have you? But listen, they're our payment partner. That's what we get paid in euros for everything that we do. We get paid in gold and we get paid in euros. What a unique concept. Euros are more valuable than the US dollar. Okay, I love that. I love the fact that we're international company. We can do business all over the world and we're paid in international currency. Okay, it's a beautiful thing, as well as gold. Okay, now, just for being a part of this company, you want to check us out, but understand you can't get into this company unless you prove who you are. They want to know that you got a valid address, that you are who you say you are, and just by you being a part of this company, we call those the KYCs, know your customer. Okay, whoever invited you on this line will share that with you, but just because you are now a part of this company, you get one of these free. You get one of these without, it's not attached to your social security number. You get one of these, folks, and understand what it is, because you may own debit cards. You may have debit cards, but you don't have one like this unless you're a part of this company. This is an international debit card. You can put this in an ATM anywhere around the world and get the currency of that particular land. That's huge, okay? The balance on this card is held in euros. So when I walk down the street and I pull out $20 at the local Wawa, okay, my balance decreases by about 17.58 euros, and I got 20 US dollars in my hand. That, again, is good business, folks. Now, let's talk about the Vatican. Last couple of years, 100,000 of these cards ordered. What they do is they put the Pope's face on it. They use it as a fundraiser to do the things that they need to do within their ministry, folks. They're one of our licensed partners. They do this year after year after year. Why? Because it's something that works for them, okay? Just like this will work for you. Hundreds of thousands of satisfied customers and clients all around the world, over 600,000 affiliates. We heard a figure that within the next year or so, there's going to be about 3 million affiliates in this particular company, folks. So if you don't get involved, just be assured that somebody else will, okay? But we definitely want you to see and hope that you see the value in what we're doing here today. Now, understand there's 3 ways to get started, 3 easy steps to get started. One, you can create your free account. You can acquire coins. You can acquire and start exchanging your regular fiat currency for gold. But what we're telling you to do, what we suggest that you do, and what many of us have done on the line here today, and definitely the person that invited you to this call, they've selected a business package. They also have committed to a weekly or monthly purchase or exchange of currencies to acquire 24 karat gold. But the third step here is just inviting people to a webinar like this. Every single Tuesday and Thursday, we're on this webinar. And we do this so that you can inform people that you know about what's happening with this company, okay? Now, after you set up your autosave, that's your commitment. I'm going to get 1 gram a week. I'm going to get 5 grams a week. I'm going to get 1 gram a month, 5 grams a month, okay? Whatever it is, understand that when you start making income with this company, if you've committed to 1 gram a week or 1 gram a month or what have you, instead of pulling that out of your account, when you earn 200 euros, they're going to give you a gram of gold, and they're going to put the difference right here on your debit card. Okay, makes a whole lot of sense to me, and I'm acquiring gold like this every single month. As I earn money, I'm earning euros and I'm earning grams of gold. It's exciting. So now, how do we get paid? We talking about business, and I'm going to come back to something real quick that I'm super excited about. And so just stick around for a moment. For those of you that just looking to hear a little bit more about what happened in Miami, but here, direct commissions. If you set up one of these free accounts, you get paid monthly. You earn 0.5% to 6% on all of your personal referrals. Now, this is for everyone, both paid affiliates as well as free affiliates, okay? But this is where we make the bulk of our money through our business. This is where we help the multitudes that get involved with this company. So let's explain how that works. First and foremost, you have to select a package, okay? Each one of these is a little separate and different as far as what the content is, but what you do within the business is the same thing. So that's why folks decide to go as high as they can, because the higher package you get, the more you make. Most of us here on the line, most of your leaders are at the VIP level. Understand everything is calculated in euros in this company. So the VIP package is 2,000 euros. It works out to be about $2,400. Okay, it comes with 3 grams of gold. You get some cash gold. You get some cards. These cards actually give you 100 euros discount off of the VIP package. So if this is the package you choose, the person that is setting you up can help you get one of these cards to get a discount. These cards right here give you a 3% savings when you are acquiring or exchanging your gold on a monthly basis. You also get a pen as well as the brochures that you need to build your business. So each package comes with a different amount of gold or cash gold, what have you. This package here is under $200. This package right here is just under $500. This package is right around $1,300. And this package right here is, like I said, about $2,400. But here is the great thing about these packages. Each of them comes with a corresponding value of KCB cryptocurrency, and that's important. This is the added benefit in each package. With the VIP package, guess what? You're going to get 552 euros worth of the KCB token. Okay, and that token right now is priced at 14 cents per token. All right, now the gold package comes with 262.5 euros of KCB, and you can see the corresponding amounts. So each one of these packages come with cryptocurrency. So what I love about it is we've got people on this line today that have no experience in cryptocurrency, but you see the value in saving in gold, but you can do them both. You can get involved in the cryptocurrency space as well as exchanging your regular currency for your USD for gold, folks, which only makes sense. Now, let's move forward. Your business package. Everything is done in units. So everything that we do is a unit, okay? This is how we actually get paid out. 75 units equals what we call a cycle. It's a dual team payout. And like I said, you're going to do the same thing regardless of what package you do, but what changes is how much you get paid. So I love that we can determine how much we want to get paid in the very beginning by selecting our package. If you want to make the most, you get a VIP, you earn 80 euros. You get a gold, you earn 60 euros, on down to 20 euros with the bronze, okay? But each one of them comes with a corresponding amount of units, all right? So now you got the price here of the packages in euros. You make a direct commission, okay, on anyone that you help acquire a package, okay? So these are one-time fees that you pay, and these are all-time direct commissions for everyone that you help bring on board. So now you've got a bronze package. This bronze package, if you help someone become a VIP, you earn 100 euros. Silver package, you help them become a VIP, $200. You have a gold package, you earn 15% direct commission, so you earn 300 euros. If you're a VIP and you earn 20% direct commissions, you help another person become VIP, you earn 400 euros there with the package. Now, let's talk about, let me just give you another example of how the direct commissions work. When you get started in our business, folks, when you decide to invest in yourself and start your own business, we're going to help you have what we like to call a PGR, a private goal reception. So in the first week or two to get started, you want to launch your business by having this private goal reception. So you invite a few folks out. Tom comes, Sue comes, and whoever else comes. But now Tom decides that he wants to be a gold member. So you're a VIP, you earn what, 15%, right? So you earn 298 euros for that. Sue says, I'm not going to let you make all the money. I'm going to be just like you. I'm going to follow your lead and get a VIP. So you earn 400 euros there for a total of 598 euros in that first week, just from this particular private goal reception. Now, at your private goal reception, they get started. They set up the dates for their own private goal reception, right? But let me just, before I get to that, let me just share with you how the dual team works. Remember the units, okay? 75 units equals a cycle in the payout. 25 units on the left, 50 on the right, or vice versa. 50 on the left, 25 on the right. That is a cycle. So Tom got a gold package that's 50 units. So that's 25 times 2. Sue got the VIP package. That's 100 units. That's 50 times 2. So you just cycle twice. As a VIP, that's 80 euros per cycle. So that moves you now to 160 euros. Okay, so the 160 euros for those 2 cycles plus the 598 gives you a week 1 earnings of 758 euros, folks. That's over 800 some odd dollars just for your first week. What a great investment in the business. But you've also grown. You started leveraging yourself. Now, these 2 didn't get involved for you. They got involved because they saw a value for themselves. But as they start to do something through your help and those that helped you, man, they are able to have the same level of success that you have. But this is where the real leverage comes in here, folks, okay? We work together, we win together. I'm excited about this because understand, this is you right here. Remember, Tom got in on your left side. Sue was over here on your right side, okay? Let's just assume that Dan got you started. So you had your private gold reception where Tom became a gold. Tom set up his private gold reception for the following week, and Ann got started, okay? So Tom decided to put on the left-hand side, okay? But guess what? Dan, your sponsor, also, because Dan has you on the left, someone else on the right, okay? So Dan can only place somebody on his left side or his right side. So Dan's person, Bob, who gets started at Tom's private gold reception, okay, gets placed right down here at the bottom. So now Bob decides to be a VIP, which is worth what? 100 units, right? So now Ann gets 100 units, Tom gets 100 units, you get 100 units, Dan gets 100 units, and everybody along this line right here gets 100 units. Now, real life story, okay? Somebody on the line, you're going to hear from them first in just a moment. This gentleman actually placed somebody, let's just say this is me. Somebody else sponsored me, okay? Actually, somebody that sponsored me also sponsored him, but they are way up here somewhere, okay? But Crypto Steve, what he did was he sponsored a gentleman, and that gentleman went all the way down here on the bottom, okay? Where he would go on this side on the left, and everybody got 100 units coming up. When that 100 units got to me, guess what? I cycled 4 times, 320 euros in one day from somebody that I did not even know, okay? That's what I call leverage, folks. That's leverage. And it's a huge thing. And if you don't have any leverage in your life, that's just one more reason why you need to see the value in what we're doing here. So understand, I want to go back to this Independence Day thing, folks, because I'm telling you, we are just crazy excited about this. Understand that at the very minimum, and I don't think that very many of us are actually going to do this right here, because you can hold your coins well beyond the 4th of July, because what we also found out is that this coin, within the next 5 years, they're anticipating that this coin will not be backed by 1 gram of gold, that it will be backed by 1/10 of a gram of gold, which is where we're working to 1/10 of a gram. It will be backed by a whole gram. So not 100 coins for a gram, 1 coin for a gram. Okay, So we're excited about that. Understand. So the more this goes and the way this works is designed to drive the price of the coin up. So now that you understand what Independence Day is all about, that you can actually, if you want to cash out, say like some of the bonus, or start to pull out your investment with a little bit of profit and hold some of the coins for the future as this coin starts to increase, then you can do that. Okay, you can work your coins however you choose. There's no stipulation, but the company now is letting you know what, and it lets you know how you can exchange the coins for gold, which is something they promised us in the very beginning. So here's the first date for that. And from this day on, from the 4th of July, 2019, you can transfer 100 KBC coins for 1 gram of gold. A gram of gold is what? Is valued at about 41 euros, which is 47 US dollars. It's exciting. But as I told you, there's only 2 ways to acquire that KCB coin. One is on the exchange, and 2 is by getting one of these combo packs. So this combo pack is a $15,000 combo pack. Okay. Now, for this $15,000 combo pack, what you're actually investing in here is you're investing in 15,000 worth of the KCB coin, the coin that's not on the market, the coin that will hit the market next September. Okay, this is in pre-ICO state right now. So you're getting 15,000 of these coins at a price of 14 cents per coin. Okay, but by doing this, you're also going to get a bonus. This is how cryptocurrency works. Whenever you buy, you usually get a bonus when things are in the pre-ICO state or the ICO stage. When you act fast, you get more. Okay, so understand, you're paying for 15, and you get a bonus free 15. So that's 30,000 euros worth of the KCB. So what did this do? This just lowered your acquisition cost in half. So now the coin is, you're acquiring a coin at what? 7 cents a coin. Now, also, if you act before October 31st, the company is going to give you an additional 120% on top of that, an additional bonus. Okay, on top of that, you got until October 31st to get this 120 additional bonus, which now lowers your acquisition cost on this coin below 5 cents a coin, folks, right around 5 cents. Now, that's the KCB, and that's the future and where it's going. Okay, but remember, we're talking about the Gold Independence Day, and the other way that you can acquire the KBC. So with this purchase, the company will give you a bonus again of 50% of your initial purchase, which will give you now 7,500 euros worth of the KBC coin at the current price that is at on the market. Now understand, I checked the coin twice over the last day or so. It's been 1.5 cents. It's been 1.2 cents per coin. Okay, this information is still getting out, and the Independence Day, the backing of the coin, that's to drive the price. So the price of that KBC is going to go up. Okay, is what folks are saying, and that's through my knowledge and what I understand through crypto, that's the way it generally works. Okay, but understand, if it goes nowhere, still on the 4th of July of next year, you'll be able to trade in this investment of $15,000. I'm just talking about the KCB, not any of this right here. Your investment in USD, remember, this is in euros. USD would be $17,208. Just in cashing these coins in on the 4th of July of next year, you would earn over I'm missing a zero here, okay? $200,000, okay? $200,000 on a $17,000 investment, okay? Now, the same thing correspondingly happens with the 8K pack, okay? 8K, 8,000 euros, okay? You're getting the 8,000, but now the bonus drops because you're not spending as much, 80%. Here are the coins that you get. Here are the KBC that come along with this for free. And again, if you act early, another 120% on this figure here. But this turns out to be in USD about $9,177 investment with and just in KBC, forecasting the way the owner has said he's going to pay for 100 coins, one gram of gold going at today's price for a gram of gold will work out to be about $86,000. Okay. Now, again, I'm showing these to you for illustration purposes on how this works. Numbers will change the longer you wait. If the coin goes up, the KCB coin goes up, you're getting that coin at the current price of what it is on the exchange. Okay. So if it doubles in price, then this is cut in half. Okay. Or this would be cut in half, and that's supposed to be 200,000. Okay. Now for the 5K pack, this is what it'll cost you. And just the KBC alone would be a $40,000 when you trade in the coins for the grams of gold and the grams of gold for the current price right now, at the current price of gold as it stands right now. So the 3K pack, $3,000 worth of the KCB, you get a 60% bonus, 1,800 bonus there. You act upon this before the 31st of the month, and you get another 120 on top of that. And what you have now is you're also getting the gift KBCs, okay, for this amount here in USD. And this is what these coins, according to the calculations on where the numbers are right now, it'll be about a $20,000 investment. So here's the thing, folks. I'm showing you this for illustration purposes and calculations. You take it for what it is, but I'll tell you this. I am ecstatic about what's going on here right now with this company. See, we've got folks raising their hands. I'm going to come back to questions after we conclude this webinar. But I'm just want to say this right now, folks. Improve your associations and solve some of your problems. That's what it's all about. And I'm just excited to be able to be associated. You know, just saw these folks, many of these people down in Miami. You know, Mr. and Mrs. Dalco, you know, they're just awesome leaders, man. Is all I can say. They've got huge hearts, tremendous. They're doing tremendous in this business. The top type of affiliates. You know, Dr. Sergio Rozelle. You've got Steve Coates. You've got Lewis Young, Kevin Robinson here. You know, Mr. Amazing Rodney Roach. Myself, you've got Brian Battle over here, Rob Henson, Minister Jalil Muhammad, you know, who officiated the Million Man March. You've got Kevin Thompson over here. I mean, just a plethora of leaders. And that's why you guys are so lucky, because, you know, some of these folks were pioneers and they didn't have the luxury of having leaders all around them that can help them in their business like you were able to get just by being a part of this. So I'm going to be quiet right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to one of the leaders. Well, I'm going to let you hear from some of the leaders on the line, and then we'll come back and answer any questions that any of you all may have. So what I want to do first and foremost is I want to introduce this gentleman. This gentleman was one of the folks that actually went down to Miami. You know, this gentleman is somebody that is having a ton of success in the business realm already. You know, real estate investments, construction company, stocks, crypto, day trading it. I mean, he's an expert in these areas, folks. So what I want to do is introduce you to this man of God. Many call him Crypto Steve. I call him good friend. And so without further ado, what I want to do is introduce Crypto Steve to the call.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Great. Awesome job, Al. I mean, you laid out 100% of this information so people can make an educated decision about the financial well-being of themselves. So I thank you for being the leader. Thank you for actually putting all this together in a short period of time. You know, I know, you know, and a couple of us know how hard it is to just go over the numbers and make sure everything is like it said is. And I'm just thankful to be part of this great opportunity. I found myself about 9 months ago, you know, just wanting to try to save the profits that I was making in gold. And me and my partner Lewis, we was just trying to find ways to hinge our money in. And what we found out about a month after we got started, that they came out with the first ever cryptocurrency coin backed by real gold. And there was other imposters out there. There was other companies that said it, but this was the real gold. You know, when they said they was going to back it by real gold and how they was going to do it, you know, it just makes too much sense. And so what that did, it made me just realize that I'm in front of a company that's continually innovating, continually, I would say, improving their selves, their company, and as well as, you know, tapping into a space that's fairly new to the world. And so for them to come and just come up with some I will believe some life-changing ideas that's been put into play, man, is just phenomenal. Like, you know, I always share this, and because my mind keep going back to Microsoft and when it came out in the late 70s, and how it was just crazy because Bill Gates said, I'm gonna put a computer and it's gonna be able to fit on your desk and everybody gonna be able to communicate and we're gonna transfer data. And at that time, people were still on typewriters. People still had a whole bunch of paper, and the doubt and the uncertainty and the things that people didn't understand. And some of them missed out. A lot of people missed out. And for us to have that opportunity, I for sure believe this it before us is just phenomenal. So it takes me forward to Bitcoin last year when everybody didn't want to invest. I was one of the ones like, I'm not putting my money in that. You know, that don't make sense. And it still went to $20,000. It still made some millionaires and some billionaires. So, you know, for me, it's a no-brainer because it's money. I can always get some money again. Now, granted, I know some of you saying, yeah, but I worked hard and I'm in retirement mode. Hey, I get it. Then don't invest what you can't stand to lose. And if you got any money in a 401, a RA, a thrift savings, an annuity plan, what are you actually flushing your money down the toilet? Because last week, the stock market, the Dow, everything went down 1,400%. So, you know, you heard Al break down some of the information was laid out before you guys. So we are in front of something is big, is huge. And I know it's some things in the blockchain technology and in cryptocurrency space that nobody's going to understand right now. But one thing I do know, it's here to stay. And so to be in a company like Karatbars, to be associated with a guy like Harold Seitz that actually wrote a book before his time, that came out with a company 2011 about gold, and now we just starting to see that gold is valuable. I mean, that's a no-brainer for me. I'm all in. You know, if you want to run, you know, we always share. We're going to run with the runners. You know, we're going to walk. If you want to walk, if you want to take your time, if you don't, that's cool. Whatever you would like to do. But just know, it will be the billion-dollar company that you're going to see real quick, real fast. It's going to go billions quick. And so I'm just excited to be a partner in the company and to be associated with some of these fine leadership that we have with some guys and some people that's just phenomenal. I got to share this story real quick, Mr. Al Murray. Please forgive me. But stories like what Mr. Dalco said on the stage. He called up a guy that he met in the hallway, and the guy said, I seen you on one of the webinars. I seen it, and you said, I'm praying for you. And when you said that, that spoke to me. It was me, because nobody ever said that they was going to pray for me. And when you said that, that just hit home, because nobody never said it to him. This guy about almost 70, maybe 60, between 60 and 70. Nobody ever said this to him. So Mr. Delco brought him up on stage, and the guy began to cry and just said, you know, I'm not even a part of this guy's team, but when he said it, it just changed my life. And so that's the reason why I'm here. It ain't about money, because I can go anywhere and make money. It's a whole bunch. I ain't saying that to be arrogant. I'm telling you, money out here is to be made, but money need me. So wherever I go, it's going to find me. And I'm sharing that with you guys because it's more than just the money. It's an opportunity for you to change your life. It's an opportunity to become better. It's an opportunity to see yourself as at what you didn't see yourself at. It's an opportunity to push you towards your purpose. It's an opportunity to push you to what you was designed for, what you was created for, who you was. It's there to add the pieces to the puzzle in your life. It's there to help you become the cake you need to be for somebody. And so this is the missing ingredients for some people's life, and not just some people, everybody. I believe this is the missing ingredients for my life to help propel me to the next stage in my life. And I'm telling you, it's not just what you see in front of you. It's way more. And so if you see it more, you'll get more. If you see it less, you're going to get less. If you see it as valuable, you're going to know it's valuable. And so with that, you know, Mr. Murray, thank you again for letting me lend my voice. I know I took a lot of time. It was just something that I feel that, you know, was on my heart. I believe that you guys that's on here that don't take this for granted. And so thanks again. Hey, I love y'all. I'm here to serve. Whatever I need to do, make sure you get my number, call me, text me, whatever. Inbox me, Facebook me, whatever I need to do to help you to be successful and to get what God wants you to have. All right? Peace. Mr. Murray, we can't hear you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I get used to muting the phone out, but I just want folks to know that I do see the questions in the Q&A. I will come back to those at the conclusion. If you do have a question, a couple folks have raised their hand. Put the question in the Q&A and we'll get that addressed for you. So just know if you put something in there, we are coming to that. But right now, what I want to do is introduce to you somebody that I truly, truly respect. I mean, outside of my sponsor, Mr. Lewis Young, actually sharing this opportunity with me, this guy is more responsible for getting me into this business than anybody else because he answered my questions, okay? He got me over the hump of and helped me realize what I thought I knew was not correct about this business. So he helped me move from darkness to light. And I'm just excited by that. This gentleman knows 110% of the facts. He loves to help people. He likes to have fun. He's making an extreme amount of money in this business. Make no mistake about it. He is absolutely the type of person that will take time out of his busy schedule to help you build your business. So with that, I would like to turn this call over to the gentleman that we call Mr. Amazing, Mr. Rodney Roach. If you're there, sir, I want to go ahead and turn this call over to you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear.
Man, first of all, let me say you've been doing such a great job. I truly believe that the window that you're giving through is the window that you're getting through. And Al, you certainly have a big opening in your window.
Thank you.
Folks, listen, a lot has been said tonight. I can go on about how fabulous the opportunity is, but I was just like most of everybody on this line. Prior to getting into Karatbars, you know, I was always told if I work hard enough, right, and if I just keep banging at it, that eventually something would break. And the only thing that was broke when it was all said and done was my pockets. So once this opportunity was shared with me, I saw that there was a way that things could change for my family. You know, I often believe that somebody planted a tree a long time ago that somebody that they love is sitting under shade right now. And that's how I wanted to be. I wanted to be in a situation where matter of fact, my ceiling in life would be my daughter's floor. That's what I was looking for. And so when Karatbars came across and I had an opportunity to take a real good deep look at it, for me it was a no-brainer. And for some of you guys, after you do your due diligence and maybe you might even feel that you're in a dark place right now, but one thing I do know, that anything that happens in the dark right, starts to germinate and starts to grow, and it eventually reaches the light. So what I'm saying right now as I close out on my comment is that recognize the opportunity. Right now, we're in what we call a suddenly season, right? When opportunities come like this, they come suddenly, right? And when things happen suddenly, you don't have much time to think about things that happen suddenly. You can gain wealth suddenly, right? You can also lose wealth suddenly. So just start thinking about the position that you're in. Start thinking about, do I want more out of life? And what I've done to this point, has it got me what I really want? So once you answer that, once you think deep down inside that I need to take advantage of this, do it suddenly. And so with that being said, I truly want to give a call back to you, Mr. Murray. You know, I can talk about Karatbars for hours, but I know we got some other folks coming up. Don't hesitate, folks. This is a suddenly decision. Thank you so much, Mr. Murray.
You're welcome, sir. And we certainly appreciate everything that you do for this team. You certainly bring value in every word that you say. And sir, I appreciate you being one of my mentors. Thank you so much for lending your knowledge to the call. Folks, you're welcome. What I want to do right now is introduce to you all another gentleman. You see his picture on this picture right here on the screen. This gentleman is an accomplished author. As a matter of fact, he's a 3-time best-selling author. He is an internet marketing expert. He is another one of my mentors. I appreciate the fact that when I pick up the phone and call him, that he answers the phone and he's there to help and assist me in this business. It's one of the best things about this business is that you're in business for yourself, but not in business by yourself. And you can have great people like this gentleman to help you in your business, run your business. This gentleman has done so much in this company that he literally has his face embossed in gold at the home office in Stuttgart, Germany. So without further ado, what I'd like to do is introduce to you Dr. Sergio Rozelle. Dr. Rozelle, I turn the call over to you, sir.
Mr. Murray, can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for that introduction, Mr. Murray. And I want to thank you for putting on such a phenomenal presentation. I don't think that any question is left for anyone that is taking a look at what we're doing. And I got to tell you, I feel so blessed to be in a position to have such amazing team members like yourself and Mr. Coates, Crypto Steve, and Rodney Roach, Mr. Amazing. I got to tell you that I could not have drawn out this plan better. I mean, to be amongst so many phenomenal leaders and for us to work so well together as a team, it's just something that I've always looked for in business. And the reality is that, you can, Mr. Crypto Steve said, you can make money doing anything, but there's something very noble about what we're doing here at Karatbars International with our team. We are truly being servant leaders and helping people all over the world. And I can't say enough about the professionalism that you bring to the table. I can't express just what a joy it is to be able to call you a leader, call you a friend, call you a business partner, because you are already a very successful business owner in your own right. I know that you're a family man and a man of God and somebody that truly has a heart of gold. And so it is absolutely my pleasure when I see your number on the phone call that I answer the phone because I noticed quality on the other line and that I gained so much out of being so connected to you and, of course, all the rest of our team. I just simply want to say, there's not much more that can be said tonight, except that, you've been out there. You're looking at this information tonight. If you're still on this phone call, if you're still on this webinar, it's because you see that there's a possibility for you. You see that there's an opportunity for you. And you've heard about the success stories of everything that's going on with the company and all the people that are associated with this company. And I think that you know deep down that it's even more than just the money that's being made. You know, it's already a success story. We're not on trial here. It's just about what part of it you want to be a part of. Now, I just want you to ask yourself one question. You know, ask yourself this question. How much money, in addition to what you already making on a monthly basis, would you require to live the way you want to live? I'm talking about your dreams. Sleeping until the crack of noon, be able to spend all your time doing some service for the community or going to your children's schools or even being a caregiver for a loved one, giving back to the community, maybe run for public office. Think about how much money you would require to live the way you want to live. Then ask yourself how long it's going to convince you to get your current employer to give that number to you. If you don't like the answer that you find out for yourself, I encourage you to get back to the person that introduced you to this particular live stream tonight, to this webinar tonight, and get the information and get started. Sir, that's all I have to say tonight. Success is voluntary and you deserve it. I mean, there's not much more that can be said after all this tonight. Back to you, sir.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. We certainly appreciate all that you bring to the table. Those were very kind words. Thank you for those as well. And more importantly, I just thank you for being a leader and taking really just oodles of people under your wing and tutelage and just helping us get to where you are in this business, sir. So we appreciate it and appreciate you so much. So with that, folks, I really want you to, you're welcome, sir. Thank you. What I really want to do now is really kind of close this thing out. I mean, we've gone over, but I think it's been a very informative call. Our goal is really to keep this call to about an hour. But there were some announcements that I certainly wanted to get in there. I've got some questions that I'll add some clarity to. But let me just go through those real quick. Well, no, I'm gonna wait until we close this out, and that way we can end this. But really, there are three types of personalities that look at this opportunity. And after seeing the presentation like this, the first type of personality says, "Hey, it's not for me." Well, we respect that. You know, everything is not for everybody, but understand good decisions follow you for the rest of your life. So certainly, you know, maybe support the person that invited you to this call, support their business, make the great decision, and just maybe exchange a little bit of cash for some gold here and there. Maybe share some folks that may be interested with this opportunity with them. But that's one thing that we don't do enough is support the people's businesses that mean the most to us. Okay. So with that, we appreciate you for joining us here. The second type of person says, "Hey, you know what? This makes a lot of sense, but I have a couple of questions." I got a couple of questions up here on the screen that I'm going to address in a moment. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the Q&A and we can get that answered for you. The third type of person says, "Hey, but get the questions answered. You know, you can get back to the person that invited you. They can do a three-way with me or any one of the folks that you heard on this line, or the multitude of people that have the answers for you. But get the information and get started." The third type of person says, "Hey, man, this makes too much sense. You know, I'm ready to get started. I'd like to be getting started right now. What do I need to do to get started?" Hey, listen, we welcome and thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight. So, you know, the last thing before we close out and answer these Q&As is I just want to let you all know that we do a briefing on Monday nights, every Monday night here in the Waldorf area. If you guys are in different parts of the country and there's a briefer that you guys support, you may want to shoot me a flyer. I can go ahead and promo that for you here on this webinar. I'm super excited about what's going on, and I just ask that you look at where you are in your life. And if you look at that point and you assess where you are, and if you feel as though, you know, at some point in time in your life, you wanted more than where you are right now, if you've been praying for an opportunity, something to come your way, understand that this may be the answer for you. You know, go with your gut feeling, get your questions answered, and get started. Folks, look at where you are right now and know that you can be. God created you to be much more than what you are right now. And that's what this is about, because the power is in us being on one accord and working together in a common effort towards the goal, folks, of financial literacy and acquiring tangible assets for the people that we know, like, and love. So with that, folks, we hope that you will join us again on Thursday. We're back here on Tuesday nights, but this is to help you build your business. So invite folks to the call. Now, Mr. Young actually updated something that I said here on the call, and that was that the company is going to put 500 kilos of gold to back the coin. That's should be a recent development, something that's happening very, very soon. Probably the next deposit of gold going into the safe to back the coin. But ultimately, the way I understood it, they said that there will be 70,000 kilograms of gold backing this coin by Independence Day. So, without a doubt, I appreciate you, sir, for bringing that to light. Also, we have a question that says, would you clarify the packages if bought by October 31st, and what is included / deleted with the November 30th deadline, which does something change if you wait until November 30th to get the combo pack? Yes, something does change, and what changes is this right here. This goes away. So you only have until October 31st to get this extra 120. So that's why time is of the essence. So after October 31st, so November 1st through November 30th, then it's just this. And after November 30th, this all disappears. Okay. So that hopefully that provides clarity. If that's not enough clarity, then pose another question, and I'll certainly make sure that we answer that. But I'll just leave this up here for a moment so that you can see it. But the October 31st deadline is for this extra 120. After that, it goes away. But this promo is extended through November 30th, or until the supply of KBC diminishes. So with every day we diminish KBC, the price of the KBC can go up, as well as the fact that, and as it goes up, and with the diminishment, there's less chance that you can get the total return on your investment here, as well as you move farther and farther or get closer to this 31st date. This 120 is gone. So let me just check a couple things, and then I know that there was another question that I need to address as well. Thank you. It is clear. You're welcome, Mr. Elhunt. I certainly appreciate that, because I actually did want to mention that November 30th date, and I wasn't able to. So thank you very much. Okay. Now with that, we also have another question that says, if you only have $500, should you just purchase KCB or KBC? What I would do is, well, assuming that you are an affiliate, okay, because if you're not an affiliate, I would become an affiliate. I probably would use that $500 to become a silver affiliate, and that would give me some coins, but I would also be able to take advantage of this entire ecosystem, which is something extra that we really didn't get a chance to go into in depth in all of the components of the income streams. Because one of the things that we learned, or two things that we learned in Miami, was that one, cryptocurrency is only 10% of the revenue stream of this company, and two, the revenues coming from the bank only represents another 10% of the income revenue for this particular company. So I want to be in place to receive. I want to be in position to receive all of the income streams within this company. But if you are already an affiliate, then you've got choice. Okay, you can maybe take that $500. You won't be able to do anything with these packages here, but you can take your $500 and maybe over time stack a little bit more to it, because when you go into the back office, you can see the additional bonuses that you receive when you purchase more coins. So you may be able to take your 500 and stack it with maybe 100 or 200 later, and actually get a larger bonus on the KBC there, on a KCB there. Okay, then that's not coming with any KBC. Okay, that's a whole nother packages, and you can get that. You need to be an affiliate in order to see it, and an affiliate in order to take advantage of it. Okay, now The other question, as far as the KBC, the only way you can get the KBC is to buy it on the exchange or buy it through one of these combo packs. Okay. So hopefully we've answered all questions. And with that, folks, what I do want to do is just share a couple other things. We have a huge training coming up on November the 10th. Mr. Dalco will be in on the 9th. As well, 9th of November. You want to get your tickets for that, and you want to certainly make sure that you are at that big event here, the Let's Go DC event on November 10th. You can see the flyer up here for every single Mondays. We've got a gentleman, Mr. Lewis Young, who has paid for this facility for a year. We've been in that facility now for about 7 months or so, but this meeting does not cost anything. So is no reason why you should not be there. I mean, you know, to have the best presenters, some of the top affiliates in the company there to help you build your business is where you need to be every single Monday. We followed it up with Tuesday and Thursdays with this webinar to help you build. And then on Wednesdays, we have a dynamic call with our team leader, Mr. Rodney Roach. So with that, folks, I certainly appreciate all of you all taking time to be with us during this time frame, and hopefully you will invest some time and get some guests on here so we can help you build your business. Next Thursday we're here at 7:30, and the following Tuesday, every single Tuesday and Thursdays. Thank you, God bless, and good night.